right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Special edition of Chieftain Wrestling coming up in a matter of moments here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's the annual senior night banquet for Tonganoxie High School Wrestling as we are about to get the senior night recognition festivities underway here. You see the tunnels blown up. The mat is set. Parents and athletes have already had their dinners. The aroma of Chieftain Arena filled with the smell of pulled barbecue pork and
it smells,
mac and cheese.
It smells wonderful.
It is amazing. Again, one of the best senior night traditions, festivities that happen here, probably arguably across all the athletics and extracurricular activities clubs here at Tonganoxie High School. So like we said, parents, they are gathering them up in the corner. We're going to start walking out of the tunnel one by one. We will bring that to you here. Every senior being recognized here on senior night, and then we will go on from there. We got some JV matches coming up in a duel. It should be a good one tonight. From 6A, we're going to have the Olathe South Falcons coming in. It should be providing a lot of great matchups, including one. We do have a slight change as far as a Tongi stud moving up in a weight class. A little bit on that a little bit later on, but we're about to send it down to our PA announcer tonight. We will get the senior night festivities started, and then we will step aside and we will get you set properly for more Chieftain Wrestling tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Good evening and welcome to the Tonganoxie High School Wrestling Senior Night. Our first senior is Emmett Crookham. Emmett is being escorted by Katie and Daniel Crookham. Emmett's wrestled for 4 years, and the staff member that he would like to thank is Mr. Mauer. Emmett says, his class makes me want to come to school every day. Not only have I learned a lot about cars, but I've also learned a lot about life. Thank you for all the memories that I've made in your class. Emmett's future plans are to attend K-State next fall to study engineering. Our next senior is Cale Dye. Cale is escorted by Robert and Chrissy Dye. Cale's wrestled for 4 years, and the staff member that Cale would like to thank is Mrs. Slaybaugh. He says she is super passionate about her job and what she does. It's always inspired me to keep working hard to get what I want in life. Next year, Cale plans to attend the University of Kansas to major in geology.
For you folks at home, Cale tore his meniscus in the first match, the duel against Bonner this year. So he's out.
Eli's managed wrestling for 2 years. Staff member that she would like to thank, Eli says, I would like to thank Tonganoxie as a whole for giving me a great senior year. Eli's future plans are to pursue a 4-year degree in business management at either K-State or KU. Our next senior is Kagan Malik. Kagan is escorted by Joseph Malik and Whitney and Jeff Coffey. Kagan has wrestled for 3 years, and the staff member that he would like to thank is Mr. Bond. He says, thank you for everything you did. You were always there for me. Kagan's future plans are to wrestle in college and to study carpentry. Our next senior is Jesse Rasnick. Jesse's escorted by Lawrence Rasnick and Rebecca Rasnick. Jesse's wrestled for 2 years. The staff member that has impacted him the most is Mr. Falgren. He says he is a great teacher and I can talk to him about anything, and he is a good mentor. He makes everything he teaches much more exciting and makes me want to walk into the door every day. Jesse's future plans are to go to college to obtain a degree in fire science to become a firefighter or EMT. Our next senior, Abby Starcher. Abby's escorted by Amanda and Jared Starcher. Abby's wrestled 2 years and managed for 2 years. staff member that she would like to thank is Delich. She says, Delich has always been there for me through the years, pushing me to be a better version of myself and always supporting me in anything and everything. If I'm having a bad day, he's always there to listen or talk to me. Thank you, Delich, for the support and guidance, which has made a huge impact on my future journey. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. Next year, Abby plans to attend university in North Carolina and is currently undecided on the college. And our final senior, Peyton Waters. Peyton is escorted by Chad Waters and Elaine Waters. This is Peyton's first year as manager, and the staff member that she would like to thank is Mrs. McCoy. She says, thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to my full potential. Even though science wasn't my favorite subject, you always made me look forward to class and always encouraged me to work hard. Thank you for always being there for me in school and outside of school. Next year, Peyton plans to attend KCKCC for the first year to get her prerequisites done, and then will be transferring to KU and attending their medical school for sonography.
There you go, all of these seniors, wrestlers, and managers included, being recognized before tonight's duel against Olathe South, the Falcons, and the Chieftains. Not too often we get to cover a duel like this, 4A versus 6A from Tongi and Olathe South respectively. So there were the senior night festivities. As we know, we were handed the lineup sheet earlier from Coach Delich, and looks like there will be a good portion of some JV matches that will be coming up here in just a few moments. So they're going to run through those first, as we were looking at about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11 or 12 of those that we're going to go through here, I would assume, in just a matter of moments. And if they do get those started, we'll go ahead and leave the camera on. We will stream those right here, and then right before the varsity matchups start, that is when we will get you set entirely for the broadcasts. But again, glad to be back here. This will be our second duel we've covered this year. We're about to get really thick and heavy into wrestling action as we start to get into the next couple months of February and March. As expected, I believe Tongi High School, I believe they are going to be hosting the regionals again this year. So there's a good chance we could be back at least covering the semifinals and the finals there. It was a pleasure being able to do it last year. A lot of fun that we got to do with that. League championship meets will be coming up here for boys and girls in a couple of weeks. We were trying to explore some options as far as wanting to go and cover those, but we got this duel here tonight, and of course later on in March we're going to be going back to Wichita. The second annual Kansas Shrine Duels will be happening. That'll be I believe the last Saturday in March. It'll be me and you on the call alongside Matt Jones over from Spring Hill High School and Olathe Northwest High School. Being a coach over there is Matty Jones, and great time last year. We enjoyed seeing the best of the best in Kansas East and Kansas West. The high schools getting together and wrestling, all of it on top of that for a great cause for Shriners Children's Hospital. Looking forward to being back there again here in a couple months or so, being able to do that again with you and Matt.
Yeah, no question about it, partner, and I'm sure that some of the Tongi boys and girls will both get some invitations.
No doubt.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll represent. And, it was such a fun time to be able to call both the girls and the boys duels. I mean, I'm telling you, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that, you might want to tune that in, because it's really kind of the best of the East and the West.
I mean, that's exactly what it is. It is an all-star event, 4A East boys and 4A East girls against the boys and girls out of the west of Kansas. It's a mixing. It doesn't go by class.
Right.
I mean, you'll see 5A wrestlers out there wrestling against 2A wrestlers sometimes, and that's just how it goes. But it is the best of the best. Every weight class, boys and girls wrestling. We'll be talking a lot more about the Kansas Shrine Duels here on Tonganoxie Sports Live and across the rest of our Varsity Sports Live channel networks over the next couple of months. Get you guys ready for that one. We'll step aside here for a moment. They're going to get things set up, and like I mentioned, JV matches should be getting underway in just a few moments. I see them putting the spotlight on, so that means the lights are going to go out here inside of Chieftain Arena in just a matter of moments. But we'll be back. We will have Chieftain Wrestling, Falcons of Olathe South, coming up in just a few moments on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Community-minded and community strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. Where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
They're going to go for the tie or the lead. Driving in like they want to go for the tie. Jason Byrne able to kiss it off the glass. Broncos still in that zone. Shawnick penetrates, right hand, count the bucket. A chance to tie the game at the free throw line. That's job keeping the hip back, get behind him now. Can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn him. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall? He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Ready to get this duel, get this matchup going on tonight here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. As always, it's presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600. We're getting JV matches started up in the middle of our S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto body and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. As always, Dylan Funk here alongside Dennis Drennan. So this is the, again, first of what we said is going to be about maybe 10 or 12. We'll just see how many they want to get in here of these JV matches, extra matches as they like to call them. So we get started here in the weight class of, I believe we started up with,
yeah, this is going to be the 132-pound class.
132 pounds, okay.
Yeah, Joseph Malik of Tongi and Wyatt Geiger of Olathe South. Malik just did a duck under, got behind, and took him to the mat for the takedown. Now he's got the cradle locked up.
Absolutely.
Looking to score some back points here, and he is scoring back points.
So as we can already see, he's got 3 up on the board. First period here. Varsity matchups will be starting after all these are done. Got a reversal here, however.
Yeah, Malik's in trouble there. He got reversed to his back. And he got pinned.
In trouble, so that is one of the things. Good effort nonetheless from Malik. He came out of the gates hot there.
He did.
That great reversal. Give a lot of credit there. Wyatt Geiger of Olathe South able to flip him back over.
That's one of the dangers when you have that inside cradle is your opponent, if he clears the hands, he's going to land right on top of you.
That is exactly what happened right there. So now we move on down. This is the 144-pound weight class. Landon Ruff for Tonganoxie against Devin Schoenhofer for Olathe South. I tried to go back through the Rolodex. Obviously with wrestling, I feel like it's more common you get these kind of these matchups with these schools that don't really cross paths all too often, like Tonganoxie, Olathe South. I couldn't tell you when other sports they have actually faced off in, but wrestling, this is one of those unique things. But not even, this isn't a tournament setting though. This is a duel, which is still, seeing these two teams get together on the mat. Two teams that come in very, have a lot of high-end wrestlers. Tonganoxie, one of the top teams, number 4 in all of 4A in the state of Kansas. Olathe South has some good wrestlers coming in with them as well for those varsity matchups. So here we go with Ruff and Schoenhofer.
Yeah, Landon with a nice single leg for the takedown. Now he's trying to break him down. Looked for that near side cradle, but now he's got the far wrist.
driving, keeping the head back, not trying to get too far
Looks like he's
forward.
Yeah, looks like he might be working for a wing. Oh, he's going to trying to do a gut wrench. That's something that's been kind of new for high school in the last couple of years. That's really a tried and true freestyle move, but very effective in high school now.
Freestyle moves feel like some more and more you start to see in the high school ranks. A lot of these guys, especially the dedicated wrestlers that wrestle all year round, you see them, especially in the summertime, they'll go to those freestyle meets.
There it is.
Do some stuff, and there it is, pulling it off.
Not sure he held him long enough for any back points. I don't think he did.
It was just super, super quick, but he still has those three. He does rough. Now back out towards the outer edge.
Schoenhofer was on his feet, but Ruff able to stay with him till they go out of bounds, so Ruff will be on top.
Sure, as everybody knows, if you've been following high school wrestling all this year, you guys are well aware of all the scoring changes that were adapted this season to follow more in line with the college rules and the college scoring point system. I think it's been pretty good for the sport, don't you say?
Yeah, I agree, partner. It's been really good. He's trying to get – he really likes that gut wrench. Trying to set it up again. There it goes. Problem with that is if you don't keep them on their back, you don't score.
You see him do it twice, make it three. Yeah. Schoenhofer leaned on that elbow.
Yeah, Schoenhofer's rolling through pretty quickly with that.
So 10 seconds left, short time in the first period. Ruff has been able to get a trifecta of gut wrench rolls in. Now back to his feet, Schoenhofer, and they will keep it rolling back down to the ground, and time runs out. So good job opening that round for Ruff. She'll lead at 3-0 as we go to the second. Green defers. So Schoenhofer gets a choice. He will elect to go down. He's looking to get out, score a quick escape points here, and go back on the attack, try to get back even here with Ruff, potentially take the lead.
Ruff getting a little high there.
Something I thought he did a pretty good job avoiding in that first period. Now trying to do
an arm lever.
Yep, back to his feet. Schoenhofer brought right back down. So good job for Ruff as soon as his man gets on solid foundation, able to bring him back down to the mat.
Trying to set up the near side cradle, but that didn't work. Going to go back to the gut wrench. There it is. He's going to get back points this time. Looks like a 2-point near fall. Is it 3?
They gave him 3.
3-point near fall.
Gave him 3, so doubling up his point production right there. 6-0 Ruff with the lead over Schoenhofer.
So he gets the gut wrench to work for him on that move. He's trying to set it up again. There it is.
Coach Lanning, get it in tighter, get it tighter.
Yeah, if you don't have it tight, it's hard to keep them exposed long enough to get any points. Now he's looking for the far side cradle.
Offer trying to break him. Back on the attack goes Ruff.
He's got that head and knee together. It looks like he's got it locked up. Is he going to set with it? Yep.
And a lean
back,
he had it.
And you got to set with it.
In a short time, 15 seconds in the second period, 6-0 lead for Ruff over Schoenhofer.
Having a hard time.
And he set back with it again. He cannot.
He lost it. Hands came apart. Short time, you don't want to give anything up here.
Trying to get a hold of that leg, and Ruff is going forward. So that's how the second period able to come to an end. So we'll attack both men up on their feet.
Yeah, Ruff chose to go on his feet, which I think is a good choice here because he was able to take him down in the first period. Really nice single leg. Another
good job. Able to pick that right ankle and take him down.
What an ankle pick. That was nicely done. Gets his head out, he'll get the points. But he's got to get his head out.
An offer now Trying to avoid that. No points awarded yet. It was a great ankle pick from Ruff, but right now no points able collected.
Yeah, Schoenhofer defended it well. Yeah, Landon's got to try and get his head out. If he does, he's going to get the points. Yeah. Schoenhofer's going to be awarded the takedown.
And a legal hold is going to be called there. So 3 points to Schoenhofer, but he gives 1 point right back. So there's 2 points overall netted there.
Yeah, that illegal hold where he had his head, but he didn't have an arm. You can't do that. They're going to call that every time.
Both wrestlers back up to their bases. Ruff now 8-3 lead. Short time back against the wall for Schoenhofer, looking to make something happen. More likely going to have to come back win this thing by pinfall. Under 50.
Got 2-on-1. He's going to try and pull him by. Shot by Ruff, countered.
Now who's going to make the next move at 30?
Ruff's been the aggressor throughout the match. There it is. Tried a double leg. Now he switches to the single. He elevates.
And nicely done for Ruff. Schoenhofer still fighting, however.
Yep.
Nothing awarded yet. Schoenhofer back in front, legs sprawled out.
Good counter by Schoenhofer there.
It's just short time is what it's going to come down to. Yeah. So Ruff is going to hold on for the win as he just played some last-second defense. Great showing there at the end for Schoenhofer. So 2 of the JV matches in, and first one going to Olathe South. That one courtesy of Landon Ruff coming the way of Tonganoxie.
106 from Olathe South, J.J. Perez. And from Tonganoxie, Cade.
So now to 106, Cade Allen versus J.J. Perez. Tonganoxie versus Olathe South.
Grammarly's Pro. Your new home.
Gotta wait, play the ads, get your intro music in. What kind of setting is this? This Cade makes his way onto the mat. There he is.
He's ready to go.
Going against J.J. Perez.
Perez in on a nice double leg. Got his head to the side. Countered really well there.
Allen keeping the hips back. Nicely done.
Nice crossface and sprawl right there by Allen.
Back to the front. We'll start back at square one. Another sprawl for Allen.
Perez definitely the aggressor so far.
Yeah.
Allen with a nice counter. He's trying to get behind. We did pick the leg, but nice recovery there by Perez from Olathe South. Amazes me how quick these lighter wrestlers are.
Yeah, that's definitely just within the first 45 seconds or so. That was my big takeaway.
They're really quick.
When you're out there kind of feeling each other out, and in a blink of an eye, you could be down on the mat and 3 points awarded, and who knows.
Oh, that's nice.
Allen's going to take the leg now.
Nice single by Allen.
Yeah, knocks him down. That is.
He needs to move up, or he's not. Oh, he didn't get the points because he didn't move up.
Still has a hold.
Move up. You got to move up.
He's still far behind. Now he moves up. Pretty textbook single leg takedown in overall there for Cade Allen. Took him a couple extra tries to get up high enough to get awarded those points after a good elevation on the single leg.
He's got a chicken wing. He's looking for the half on the other side. He's running it.
Run, baby, run. That's all he's wanting to do. Good job, Cade Allen. Look at that.
Now he's sitting with it. Boy, I tell you how much that hurts if that's being done to you. Nicely done.
What a performance. 106-pound Cade Allen getting that win for Tonganoxie. Pinfall, 18 seconds to spare in the first period against a formidable foe in J.J. Perez of Olathe South. Both men came out lightning fast out of the gates, and Cade Allen, it started with that single leg pick after the elevation, and then able to get that wing in and ran with it all the way and able to get the pinfall. about a little Piano Man? Why not? So on for our next JV matchup, and looks like this one is going to be left open for Olathe South. Seeing one of their coaches coming over to the scorer's table, kind of has the indication saying, no, we ain't got anybody.
So Pankey will go out and get his hand raised.
And now the coach and now Delich will get together, and they
may try and find him a match.
Discuss. They might. He said when we go forward to varsity, we do know there are a couple of changes that will be happening, and due to those changes, we have a really highly anticipated matchup that's going to be happening a little bit later on. Again, we'll talk about that as the JV matches come to a close, but I think this is pretty cool here because nobody ever really likes to come out and get left open, even though that is what's going to look like ends up happening for Pankey here.
Well, let me, from being a former wrestler, let me tell you how much that really is not very good, is because you still had to make weight. You starve yourself to make weight, and then you don't get a match.
Yeah, that's felt that. So now we go to 120. This is Reed Wilson of Tonganoxie, Wilson Fleischer of Olathe South. They lock up near the center, some hand fighting. Tries to get that single leg, sprawl down nicely for Fleischer.
Yeah, Wilson nicely done. Went from a single to a double.
Just not giving up on it.
3-point takedown. He's trying to get his hips down. There's that gut wrench.
Tell us something that's very popular down at that field house practicing room for Tonganoxie. We saw the very first match of the night, used the gut wrench to their advantage for Landon Ruff.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Got a 4 near fall. That's 7-0 now. Now you notice he drove the head to the knee. That's textbook on setting up the cradle. He got the near side cradle.
He's got the cradle there
and the pinfall.
Wow. Textbook there once again. Reed Wilson of Tonganoxie getting the pinfall over William Fleischer of Olathe South.
Next on the mat at 126 from Olathe South, Easton Hill.
So Marco Steffen. Now out next, he'll face Easton Hill. Imagine for these JV wrestlers feel like they're getting the all-star treatment tonight, the varsity treatment, running through the tunnel, getting their entrance music played, and wrestling under the spotlight too.
Yeah, kudos to
pretty
coach
cool
for
setting. Steffen taking some time, wanting to collect himself. Referee calling him to the center, says, let's get this on, and here we go. Hill v. Steffen.
Oh, nice single leg.
In a blink of an eye.
Oh, man, that was so quick. Nicely done by Wilson there. Working for a head lever. Looking for a cradle. Back to the.
He chopped that arm, did Steffen.
Yeah, he's got the far wrist. Got the wing. Does he have the wrist?
I don't think he's got it
He's
going for it, though.
Well, he was trying to pull him toward him. That's kind of unorthodox way to do that.
For Steffen, he might try to resettle, regroup, and try to go back on the attack again. Definitely has Easton Hill on his heels.
He was setting up that gut wrench. Now you'll notice, even though the opponent's shoulder was out of bounds, as long as one wrestler has a pivot point set inside the circle, they're still going to count it. That's another change in the rules. It used to be when your shoulders were off the mat, they'd call you back to the center.
Yeah, now
I like that too.
Yeah, you can wrestle. If someone has a foot that's planted inside the cylinder, you can wrestle out there as
one
long
point
as
of
you
contact
want.
is all you need. I know that's strange for some of you old-timers out there like me, but I really like it because it prevents the fleeing the mat and trying to crawl off the mat.
Yeah.
Used to see a lot of that.
Potential stalling and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Stephen throws the legs in. Now he's turning him. Oh, he looks pinned to me.
There it is. Took
Nicely
an extra
done.
couple seconds for confirmation. So after dropping the first matchup for Tongi, they have rattled off here in the starts for the JV matchups. That's Marco Steffing getting the win over Easton Hill. Now AJ Ulrich and Hakeem Rangel of 160-pound weight class as we are going through these JV matches. Once these are done, I'm sure there will be about a minute or two, and then they will roll right into the varsity matchups tonight. We'll open up in the 106-pound weight class. It'll be Rowdy Starcher for Tongi and Cody Ehrenholz for Olathe South. One of the many great matchups should be happening here tonight.
Tying up. Looks like he's trying to set up a throw. Yeah, that's exactly what he's trying to do. So we have Ulrich.
Yep, Ulrich for Tongi and Rangel for Olathe South.
Rangel in on a single leg, but nicely countered by Rangel. Great sprawl. Try, there you go, cross face, and goes behind him for three.
Good job.
Nicely done. Now he's using the head lever. He's got the wing and the wrist. This may not last long.
Ulrich trying to run with it.
Yeah, you got to walk it over the head. Oh, he lost the wrist.
Trying to get it back, though.
That wing isn't very there you go. That's going to score some points. It's
Going
going to be tough to pin him unless he sits with
him. Oh, there he does it. Able to get it over.
Sit with it, he'll pin him. There you
There you go. Finally got that right hip down, able to push the left shoulder down of Rangel onto the mat. So first time he tried to run with it, feet weren't quite behind him, able to get reset, lost the elbow, lost the wrist, able to get it right back. Runs with it again, does Ulrich, and ends up picking the pinfall up. So Austin Howlett now, 157-pound weight class for Tonganoxie. Will take on Colton Miller. And Austin Howlett, he will be wrestling this match right now. He'll have some time off. He'll be back at it in the varsity lineup as he's going to be filling in at the 157-pound weight class for Brady Martin. As Martin is going to be bumping up to 165 pounds. We got word from Coach Delich that Emmett Crookham was not going to be able to go tonight. So Brady Martin, he's going to wrestle up a few pounds from 157 to 165. Sets up a very nice matchup. There was Giovanni Caudill of Olathe South, one of the top wrestlers in 6A, and especially at the 165-pound weight class. And Austin Howlett will fill in at 157 for Brady Martin. So first of two matches tonight for Howlett.
Howlett in on a single leg. Nicely countered. Get the Kelly set up if you'll throw it. Hallett's going to give up the takedown.
Well, it has been a minute since the Falcons been able to score a takedown on a Chieftains so far. Outside of the first matchup of these JV rounds. Now Miller's in front 3-0, trying to escape out of it now is Howlett.
Yeah, he's doing a set out, turn in, but it was followed well by the South wrestler.
Gets his knees underneath him, does Howlett, trying to work back up to his base. Right on top of him is Miller.
Yeah, he's fighting the hands. He needs to get to his feet.
Another
set
out.
In.
Can he turn in, though? And staying right behind him is Miller as he takes him back down to his knees, trying to chop that arm down, take him back down to the mat.
Yeah, Miller riding him pretty good. Hallett's posted up. He needs to get to his feet. Get your head up.
driving Hallett back down to the mat. Hallett not completely sprawled down onto the mat. Another sit-out attempt here. Miller trying to stay with him. Back to his feet. Hallett taken right back down to the mats. That's the end of the first period. Miller takes the lead over Hallett 3-0 as we go to the second period. Hallett with the option. He's going to choose down in a referee's position and try to use that set out, try to get some points up on the board.
He had a hard time getting away in that first round.
He had a couple of good attempts, but Miller, give credit to him, able to, like you mentioned, ride him pretty well. Staying right on top of him.
It's hard to escape when your belly's on the mat. Now he's got his knees now, trying to step over, lift that ankle, if he'd lift the ankle.
Try to get around, so 2 points will be awarded there for Hallett.
3-point reversal.
Now a chance for Hallett to try to go on the attack here.
So picking down the strategy so far has paid off. Now he needs to try and turn Miller here if he can. Miller with a sit out. Nice follow by Austin Hallett.
Back down.
Nicely done. Needs to get his belly down. Keep him off his base. He's got a wing. He's working for the wrist. Get that wrist. He's trying to get the wrist. Trying to tighten that wing up. And give it.
Had a slight opening there, did Miller, and he takes advantage of it. So 2 points award to him, back in front by 3, and back in control as we just dip under 30 in the second period.
Miller got, well, he had the wing momentarily there, but Hallett able to get away.
So one more period to wrestle out here. Miller will choose down this time around. He's in front by 3. Trying to get the first win in these set of JV matches for Olathe South since Wyatt Geiger got the win over Joseph Malik to get us started tonight.
Hallett's a little bit high with not having anything anchored back below. As long as he keeps him off his base, he'd be fine. He's going to have to turn him, though, if he wants to win this thing. He's got a half, but it's tough to turn them with a half when they're on their knees.
Miller back to his base, peels the hands away. 1 point award on the escape.
With a minute left, he's going to have to take him down and get some back points.
Have to get a little aggressive here. Yep.
Hear coach saying you got to go.
What can Hallett do here against Miller? He goes around that left, tries to go for the single leg, sprawling out as Miller. Still keeping in control, works over to the back. And 3 points awarded to Miller. That could very well put this one away.
Yeah, 9-2 now with less than a minute to go.
This will be the first of 2 matches tonight for Austin Hallett.
I think he was probably hoping he wouldn't have to go all 3 periods here.
It's probably so. You know, definitely you want to go out, try to finish it up in the first period, obviously. But if it wasn't going to be your match either, you just hope that it gets done in the first period too, because now he's going to be going in a little bit more exhausted, a little bit more gassed than he probably would have preferred, and he probably would have liked. And filling in at the 157-pound weight class at the varsity level for Brady Martin, who's wrestling up a weight class, filling in for Emmett Crookham, not able to go tonight. So match 1 of the night done for Austin Howell. He comes up a little bit short. Faced a good opponent against Colton Miller.
Next on the mat at 165 from Olathe South, Hayden Temple. And from Tonganoxie, Sebastian Perry.
Hayden Temple of Olathe South, Sebastian Perry of Tonganoxie. Our next matchup here, we should have one more. Should be David Watson versus Ian Cuomo. And then after that, we should be ready to rock and roll with the varsity matchups rolling through.
Who do we have here, partner?
This is Sebastian Perry for Tongi and Aiden Temple for Olathe South.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Perry and Temple squaring back up.
Perry with 2 on 1 on the arm, and then goes for the single leg, countered well by Perry. He needs to cross face and go behind him if he can. Cross face, cross face. There, he got behind him.
3 points awarded to Perry there, able to get behind Temple. Back to his base. Good job. Perry able to cut him down, bring him back down to the mat.
Nice trip. Temple able to escape there. Scores 3-1. Perry. He's able to get behind him last. There you go.
He does it again.
Well, not quite. He's got a, yeah, there he did. When he threw the legs in, he was able to control 2 points and get the take. So Perry now up 6-1. Short time going on here in the first period.
It's under 15. Coming near the end, just a couple more JV matchups before we get started over on the varsity side for this home duel. Last one of the season, celebrating senior night tonight. In case you're just now joining us, Dylan Falk alongside Dennis Drennan. We did have the recognition ceremonies for the seniors. We did air that just a little bit earlier on in this broadcast. You can go and watch that anytime you would like.
And like we talked about, partner, this is the coolest venue for senior night, with all the parents able to have a buffet and sit mat side to watch their loved ones wrestle.
Yeah, you can kind of see it in the shadows there, illuminated from the spotlight here inside Chieftain Arena. It's something that they welcome the parents in here. They got in about 5 o'clock and with their kids. Yeah, they had barbecue pulled pork sandwiches and some mac and cheese and delicious brownies looked like down there. We were offered some. We ate. You and I, we got a good lunch before earlier if we would have known.
Well, we're going to make a note next year.
We are going to make a note next year. I think
we're going to eat the barbecue buffet.
Yeah, we're going to get in on some of that. Very gracious of the kind folks getting this buffet line together to include us as well. I've seen that they've been feeding all of the people working at the scores table, the PA announcer, Mark Padfield, athletic trainer. They fed them as well. So it's just a really great thing that they put together.
Yeah, hats off to the parents and the senior class. It's just been awesome. Perry able to escape. Now it's 7-1 with about a minute to go in the second period. Temple really trying to work that 2-on-1 on the arm bar, but having little luck with that. He goes in and on a double leg. Yeah, you need to get to your belly. You need to get to your belly.
3 points going to be awarded there. Smelling blood in the water is Temple trying to go to work. Perry trying to get to his stomach, like you mentioned, trying to drive his Temple.
Temple's had a half in pretty deep, but Perry able to fight it. Now he's trying to lock up that far side cradle, but Perry again counters that. Tough crossface. He's trying to go for the far side cradle again. Perry having none of that.
Advantage now will be just 3, 7-4. Still advantage of Perry over Temple as we go to the third and final period. We're having a close finish in this one, potentially brewing.
Yeah, Perry gets in trouble here. He should just cut him loose and go back up. Needs to ride him as long as he can. He does have the chicken wing in. He's trying to get the wrist. He does have it. He needs to walk all the way around the head. I think he lost it.
He did.
And he went to the half.
Lost it, tried to regrip it, lost it again.
Yeah. And he tried to go to a half Nelson, and that didn't work. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah, it's very risky territory there for Perry.
Yeah,
still holding his own.
He had the cradle hooked up, but then then his hands came apart. Now that's a power half. Trying to control the head.
So running him off the mat. We'll bring it back to the center. Minute 6 to go. Third and final period. Perry's still a 3-point advantage.
Yeah, Perry needs to ride him as long as he can here, and if not, just let him go and hold on for the victory.
Back in referee's position. Perry chopping him down to the left.
He needs to ride him as long as he can here. Obviously, you'd like to ride him out. But you don't want to make a mistake and go to your back here either. There you go. He's got him on his hip. They're trying to shoot the half right there. Got the gut wrench. That's going to do it.
Perry looking to finish this one off here. He's getting some back points.
Yes.
See how many he's going to get awarded.
That was done very nicely. 4.
So 4 total back points going to be awarded, and that's pretty much going to do it for Perry. Under 20 to go now. Now all in favor, just kind of playing some little defense here, staying away from Aiden Temple. Not wanting to let them score anything quickly here, but that's going to do it. So nicely done. Able to close down the third period for Sebastian Perry. So he'll win at 11-4 is the final score over Aiden Temple.
Yeah, nicely done.
Hard-fought victory there.
And now at 175, from Olathe South, Island Cuomo. And from Tonganoxie,
Island Cuomo and David Watson. Watson of Tongi and Cuomo from Olathe South. And this appears to be what should be our final JV matchup before we get things started at the varsity side. Rowdy Starter versus Cody Arnholtz for Tongi and Olathe South. That'll be the first varsity matchup. We got Watson for Tongi, Cuomo for Olathe South. Happening right here, 175-pound weight class.
Cuomo getting it behind him for a 3-point takedown.
Right out of the gates, 3 points awarded.
Cuomo got the far wrist captured. He's stepping through the legs, looking for the Turk, and he's
getting pretty close here, isn't he?
Yes. If he'd shoot the half, he would get it. Yeah, he's working that Turk pretty well. Yeah, he's scoring back points here. If he would get to the side and shoot the half.
Getting points at a minimum, looking to potentially score the pinfall. Watson's going to get back to his belly. Again, 4 backside points will be awarded, so Cuomo 7-0 advantage for David Watson.
He's trying to set it up now. He's going to take him to his back right there.
And nicely done there by Cuomo. More points awarded, looking for the pinfall and wrapping it up, and he will do it. So Ian Cuomo coming out, taking this one against David Watson, getting the pinfall, not even needing the entire first period. He goes over, shakes hands with Coach Delich.
From Olathe South, Wyatt Geiger. From Tonganoxie, Jesse Rasnick.
Rasnick and Geiger. 132 pounders.
That's what it sounded like to me. Yeah, Jesse Rasnick and Wyatt Geiger. So Geiger, who wrestled Malik to start this JV string of matches off, he'll cap it off here against Jesse Rasnick.
Get a little workout in. Nice single leg takedown, 3 points. Looking for that near side cradle, not able to get it.
As I said, this is the finals. We can't confirm the final JV matchup of the night. Jesse Rasnick, one of the seniors recognized tonight on senior night.
Doing double duty.
Yep.
Good for him.
Got 4 senior wrestlers: Kale Dye, Keegan Malik, Emmett Crookham, and Jesse Rasnick, along with got the managers in here with as well: Eli McCoy, Abigail Starcher, and Peyton Waters. All 7 of those seniors were recognized a few moments ago.
Yeah, like we talked about, partner Kale Dye was lost in the first meet with Bonner Springs.
Yep, that's
gone for the season. So that's tough to have it happen on your senior.
Yeah, very tough. Good news, though, we did see him walk out. Didn't seem to have a brace or any kind of sleeve on, so it looks like the recovery is going well.
Yep.
Wish Kale nothing but the best going forward.
We enjoyed calling his name a lot during football season.
Yep, he was a huge, bringing some linebacker honors this year for Tonganoxie. Is Kale Dye looking for the pinfall here, trying to get out of it, but running out of time. And Wyatt Geiger coming in, going 2 for 2 in JV matchups. He finishes that one off against Jesse Rasnick. And that will do it for our JV matchups. Again, I believe there's going to be a little bit of kind of a stoppage point here, potentially. I don't know. I think they got to allow the guys come out, get a little bit of a warm-up in, and then we will get rolling along. Although I think if you ask every single one of these wrestlers, I think they're ready to go. Everyone's
they're young.
They're ready to go, ready to get this one started. So we'll just kind of hang around here and wait a little bit. Let's give a shout-out to some of our sponsors here tonight before we get going. Chieftain Wrestling presented in part by Wizard of Paws, the Tonganoxie's family pet-owned grooming salon. The family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Also by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audiobooks when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. And by Lynch Real Estate. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. We're just kind of waiting along here. We'll go back into our S&S Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at SNSAutoandBody.com. Call 913-369-3193. As now we are going to get the lineups for both of the varsity squads. Let's listen in.
And from Tonganoxie, Rowdy Starcher.
Rowdy Starcher for the Chieftains. Starcher name synonymous with wrestling here in the city of Tonganoxie. A couple of Starchers wrestling tonight, and shout out to Abby Starcher being a wrestler and also a manager for the boys team.
Yep, Abigail Starcher. Talk about pulling double duty there. She gets it.
Yeah.
All right, so I thought initially we were going to do kind of get the lineups for everybody, and it kind of looks like both coaches just kind of agreed, like, hey, we know, like, let's just go. And that looks like that's exactly what we're going to do. So, again, we start out with Cody Arnholds for Olathe South. This is the 106 matchup. He'll go against Rowdy Starcher of Tonganoxie. We've already mentioned the weight that the Starcher name bears with it for these wrestling matchups here in Tonganoxie. was in the graduating class with Patterson Starcher.
And our first
He is now quite the bull rider.
He is, yes.
From Olathe South, Cody Aaron Holtz. And from Tonganoxie,
Doing very, very well for
Rowdy
himself.
Starcher.
So Rowdy Starcher, one of the kids, you and I, we did not get to see him in that first duel
No, we did not.
against Bonner Springs. Braves did not bring a 106 wrestler with them, so it was left open. So excited to see this one here as he faces Cody Arnholtz. The Chieftain team last year, 13 total wrestlers qualifying for state. You got 9 of them on the boys' side, 4 on the girls' side, and the boys' team finishing second behind Rose Hill. And that same Rose Hill wrestling team still the #1 ranked 4A team as of right now. It goes Rose Hill, Abilene, Paola, and then Tonganoxie. It's pretty much the same top 4 it has been. There's been some shuffling between those schools, but pretty much Paola and Tongi, the top 2 in the east, and Abilene and Rose Hill, the top 2 out in the west. And here we go with this one, Starcher v. Arnholtz.
Nicely countered by Brady there. Oh, this is Rowdy. Sorry.
What'd you say?
I said Brady. Nicely done there by Starcher. Going to get the 3-point takedown. He's got the gut wrench in. Wasn't able to hold him.
You can tell definitely something that is really popular.
Now he's got, looks like he's got a wing.
Saw a handful of Chieftain wrestlers go for the gut wrench in those JV matchups, and Rowdy doing the same thing here.
Rowdy's got a wing. Now he's going to take him to his back. He's going to get some back points.
Arnholtz trying to resist all that he can. Like you mentioned, back points piling up for Rowdy Starcher. Right there, right on the edge of the cylinder. Getting him back inside. Starcher in control, up 3.
He's got 1 foot now.
And can he get both shoulders down? Again, those
not
back points continuing to pile.
I'm not sure he's got it tight enough to sit, but he's definitely scoring back points. Now he flattens out.
And he's looking for it.
Yeah.
In a world of trouble here for Cody Arnholtz, trying to hold on. And Rowdy just trying to do anything he can. Solid opening, and Arnholtz able to get out of it. So after all that, 4 points going to be awarded to Starcher, was looking for the pinfall. And now a point of contact loss in the circle. We'll bring him back to the center. 7-0. Rowdy Starcher with the lead over Cody Arnholtz.
Rowdy dominating so far.
Arnholtz up and quickly brought right back down for Rowdy.
Yeah, Rowdy's an awesome name for a wrestler.
And if you're going to be a
Wow.
if you're going to be a Starcher and if you're going to wrestle, might as well have a cool first name to go along with it. Rowdy Starcher, and just can't get the pinfall right as the horn was sound. Saved by the bell, as close as it gets for Cody Arnholtz. 4 more awarded.
Yeah, 1 more of those will have a tech fall.
4 more points awarded. 11-0. Rowdy Starcher, he is in control, and he gets the option, and he will elect to
He wants to go
stay on his feet.
That's a confident wrestler. Oh, yeah. Look how deep he is.
Can he come out of it, though?
Yep.
There he goes.
He knows what he's doing.
Still holds to that back leg. Nicely done. Rowdy Starcher.
Yeah, it's over.
If it's not going to be pinfall, it's going to be tech fall.
Yeah.
You'll get the pinfall. 14-0.
Nicely
Rowdy
done.
Starcher. Let me hear you a little bit, he says. Getting the varsity matchup started with a bang. Rowdy Starcher, the win at 106 pounds over Cody Arnholtz.
That young man's got a future ahead of him.
So from one Starcher to another, it'll go to Brody Starcher at 113 pounds. He'll face Landon Cooper.
Yeah, and Brody Starcher is ranked 3rd in 4A. And he's going against Landon Cooper, who's ranked 5th in 6A. Hold on to your hats, folks. This should be a good one.
This should be a great one. So how many matchups do you think Rowdy and Brody have wrestled against each other? Between practices and just childhood?
Probably a few.
They stay in pretty good practice with each other.
Yeah,
I think
that's how you get better.
That's pretty good. So we saw Rowdy come out, take pretty good control early on and off. They got the pinfall. What can Brody Starcher do here? Tough matchup against Landon Cooper. Great test for both of these young men moving forward as we are starting to close the book on January. We'll get into February, starting over this weekend, but getting close to about that league tournament and regional tournament time for wrestling coming up within the next month or so. Everyone trying to move along, punch their ticket, get to the state tournament, and bring home some hardware. Our first shot can be taken here. Cooper sprawling out his Starcher.
He's in on a single, but Starcher's countered it pretty well. Now
he's got a double.
Starcher hasn't given it up yet.
Starcher's got a hold of that left ankle of Cooper.
Yeah, and he's trying to scoot his hips through.
Now they're going to award the 3 points to Cooper on the takedown.
Yep.
So Starcher doing everything he can. Brody Starcher trying to delay it as long as he could. But those 3 points awarded regardless. That double leg takedown has been pretty good for Cooper, but he will score one. Will Starcher on the escape. Now right back on the attack to Cooper.
Yeah, there you go.
So just like that, in the blink of an eye, down 3-0. He rattles off 4 in a row in a span of about 10 seconds on the escape. Then he gets the takedown and over onto the backside.
I think Cooper might have awakened Starcher. Starcher got the wing in. He's going to give that up. They're going to go out of bounds.
I think you said it best, a switch kind of going off of.
You could just see it.
Yeah. Brody taking some exception to having that double leg takedown in on him for Cooper and giving up those 3 points early. Cooper back to his feet. Starcher trying to bring him back down, holding on to that left leg.
On the single.
Trying to pick him down. Now pull him back in the center. Back on the attack goes Starcher.
Two good wrestlers out there, partner.
This would be something I think back in the day you would always tell me stories about. There would be the Grand State, State tournaments that would be held. That's basically you take all the state champions and all across all classes, and then you put them in a tournament. And if you win that, you are the true state champion at your weight class. I feel like this could be a potential matchup if you had Grand State nowadays between these two.
Give a shout out to Bonner Springs. They had two Grand State champions, one before it was done away with. I mean, that does truly mean you are the best wrestler at your weight class in the entire state.
About 30 seconds in here to the second period. 4-3 advantage for Brody Starcher. So his brother Rowdy get the pinfall over Cody Arnholds. The first varsity matchup. Got a tough matchup here with Landon Cooper, and this match has lived up to it thus far.
Yeah, it's pretty evenly matched. The scoreboard will tell you that at 4-3 in favor of Starcher. Oh yeah, Starcher gets away. 5-3. Now let's see if he can take him down.
Well, Cooper stumbled for a second. Starcher going right on top of him. Still good defense from Cooper, however.
Yeah, he had a quick whizzer and then back to trying to control the head.
Brings him back to the center. 55 seconds still to wrestle out here in the second period. Wait and see who's going to make the first move here. Cooper shoots. Starcher able to sprawl out.
He's got to control the head here.
Got him around the head right now.
He's trying to get Cooper over on his hip. Yeah, nice sprawl there. Now he's going to try and shuck him by, it looks like. Cooper holding on to that leg stubbornly, though. Yeah, there he went.
He's trying to. Yep. Cooper doing everything he can. Great answer by Starcher.
Yeah, Cooper tried to do a Kelly there. Almost caught him, but did not. Cooper's got his hands locked around that single leg, and that's going to bring a close to the second period.
Man, oh man, what a match this is.
Yeah, this is a good
we've
one.
Been into. We've had a couple of these matches coming up, especially with that change of Brady Martin going up a weight class that we've kind of starred in, but man, this one right out of the gate, what a treat it has been. Still anybody's contest right now, third and final period, 5-3 advantage, Starcher over Landon Cooper. This is Brody Starcher. Just saw Rowdy Starcher wrestle match before.
Oh, nicely done by Starcher. Boy, that's just supreme balance right there, and knowing where you're at on the mat. That was nicely done.
Huge, decisive 3 points that could very well go in deciding the winner of this contest if we do not get a pinfall. Cooper back to his feet. Starcher taking him back down.
Starcher with a deep waist. He's trying to get that head lever to the wing.
Now, if you're Brody here, you don't mind killing a little bit of time here. Really grind down on Cooper. His time is getting really short. He's got about a minute left. Down by 5 is Cooper. Back down to the mat he goes.
Yeah, nice recovery there by Starcher. Able to get him back down on the mat. .45 seconds to go.
Coach Ellis, ain't trying to get to a wrist for Starcher. Go 30 seconds to go.
Cooper's tough to turn. I'll give him that.
Again, at this point right now, if you're Starcher, you don't mind. Just keep chopping him down to the mat.
Yeah. Looks like Starcher's going to hold on to win this one 8-3.
So Landon Cooper came out of the gate, picked up the first 3 points on the takedown. So we'll close out these final 2 seconds in the center. And Brody Starcher goes in able to score 8 unanswered points. We talked about the supreme balance, awareness on the mat, that being key.
You know, like we talked about, partner, when he got scored on, that it's like somebody lit a fire. He came right back and scored 8.
So that will do it. So a pair of some of the top wrestlers, and now Brody Starcher says, I want to hear you a little bit. Gets a nice applause from the fans in attendance. So both Starcher brothers starting it out on the right foot for Tongi. Rowdy gets the pinfall, and Brody going the distance and getting the win, 8-3 against Landon Cooper.
Who's a tough wrestler. He's, like you said, he's ranked in the state in 6A. That means it's the real deal.
Say that was a true test for not just one or the other. I mean, for both of them, both of those guys. Great test for him. So now Matt Jonas, 120-pound wrestler for Olathe South. He'll take on Tyler Crisp coming in, and I know last time we were here, Tyler Crisp came in, and I believe he was number 1 in his weight class. Partner, you got the rankings over there by you. Is he still number 1?
He's still number 1.
Still number 1 in the 120-pound weight class.
Yeah, we were able to call his regional championship here at Chieftain Arena last year.
You and I get a good listening to that call before every single Chieftain broadcast this winter sports season. I mean,
you got to love it.
Going through, trying to find some of the best wrestling calls we had, and you know, I was searching for a little bit, and I was like, well, the regional championships, because that's a big moment. Got to have something from there, and lo and behold, the young freshman then, now sophomore, Tyler Crisp, he was I believe at that time, he was the 106 regional champion, and now up 2 weight classes and number 1 in 120.
Oh,
look at this.
It's over. It's over.
In there, tight on Matt Jonas. Tyler Crisp gets the pinfall. .46 seconds, all that is needed for Tyler Crisp, the number 1 wrestler in 4A at 120 pounds, able to get the pinfall on Matt Jonas. So 3 matches in, and all 3 going in favor of Tonganoxie. As we go to 126 pounds, Aiden Pena of Olathe South versus Bo Underwood of Tonganoxie.
Aiden Pena is ranked 5th in 6A. So Bo's going to have his work cut out for him here tonight.
Underwood, another name with Tonganoxie Wrestling, can be very well associated with. That is brother Scott Underwood. He'll here with the team. And a good test here for Bo. Mentioned Aiden Pena, like mentioned, number 5 in 6A at 126 pounds. Tonganoxie 4A school, wrestling against Olathe South, 6A school. Which I feel like for wrestling, it is one of those things where classifications, it might not mean as much as far as the talent and stuff, but still something to take into consideration.
Wow, nice sequence there.
So 3 are going to be picked up here for Pena.
Yeah, Pena did a nice job there. He's going to pick up some back points too.
Some trouble here for Bo Underwood, able to get back to his belly. So those 3 points awarded on the takedown, and we'll wait and see how many back points. 4 will be awarded, so 7-point sequence there for Aiden Pena.
Yeah, it's a 7-point move, basically. Oh, nice Turk.
Got it in pretty good, too, does Pena.
Yes.
Kind of lost it a little bit, so able to get back to his belly's Underwood. Pena definitely in control of this one. Threatening he could potentially pinfall or a tech fall.
Yeah,
possibly. He's got
turns him again. He's going to cut him loose. And now he's going to try to take him down again. 11-1.
So again, showing the confidence is Pena that cutting Underwood loose back up to his feet, showing the confidence that he can get him back down. But now here's Underwood trying to stick with it. Gets his trying to get that leg out.
Nice counter by Pena there, though. Underwood was in deep on that double leg, and Pena just gut wrenched him over his head.
And he kind of just lets it go there. So after all that, no points can be awarded for either party.
No.
3, 2, 1, short time, and that will do it. Oh, an elevated lane and put down Pena right as the horn sound.
Yep, he would have had it.
They're trying to ride the storm out early here in the first period. Bo Underwood down 10 going into the second period. Number 5 wrestler in 6A at 126 pounds, Aiden Pena, who is looking every part of that ranking right now. Waiting for Underwood to make a move, possibly as Pena. Fakes the shoot there, try to get him off balance. Tying up at the wrist here.
Yeah, a little hand fighting going on. 2-on-1 on the arm. See what he does with it. Oh.
Now Underwood just falling down, and Pena is going to jump right on top of it. Might be the easiest 3-point takedown he will score this year.
Yeah, Underwood lost his balance because he crossed his feet.
Just an unfortunate break there for Bo Underwood. Pena, I believe, 2 points away from earning a tech fall. We go under a minute to go here in the second period.
Yeah, he's trying to lock that far side cradle up. I think he's got it. Yeah, he's going to try and sit with it.
Bo able to make a move, but just like that, Pena able to counter it, cradles him up, and that will do it.
Nicely done by Pena there.
Credit to Underwood. He gave a couple of nice moves to Pena, but able to answer with some great counters.
Yeah.
And that is the first matchup in this varsity duel for Olathe South, going to Aiden Pena, 126 pounds, over Bo Underwood. Gavin Vignery, 132-pound wrestler for Olathe South, will take on Silas McCloy, for Tonganoxie. Silas, 132-pound wrestler, making his way onto the mat.
Silas McCoy is ranked 4th in 4A.
Sorry for the. They didn't cut the intro music off in time, so apologies about that. So in the blink of an eye, I mean, before you and I could even really get going, this one gets the takedown.
Yeah.
Cuts him loose, 1 point on the escape.
I'm trying to take him down again.
Moving pretty fast here, Silas McCoy. And again,
Silas has got him again.
Squeegeeing the mat with Victory right now.
He's stepping through the leg. He's looking for that Turk.
My goodness.
See how he elevates.
Look at that, is incredible.
Yeah, that's nicely done. That's textbook right there. Clear up to the knee too. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
My goodness. Made my hip a little sore just kind of looking at that.
Well, that's what.
Wow.
Yeah, you're going to take him down again.
Another 3 points awarded.
And as the famous world champion and Olympic champion Dan Gable said, was The object is to inflict enough legal pain so that your opponent doesn't care if his back is exposed. And that looks like what Silas is doing here. Oh, nice chin drop. Nice chin drop.
Dropping right on that left shoulder. Does he get it down? He does. Silas McCoy, another top 5 wrestler. Top 5 in his weight class, under 32 pounds in 4A, and wasting no time whatsoever. Wraps it up in the first period, gets the pinfall on Gavin Vignery. So now we go to 138 pounds, and it looks like, unfortunately, we will have an open matchup here.
This
It's
is
going to
open.
be Dax Duffett for Tongi. He's going to have nobody to wrestle against.
Olathe South is open from Tonganoxie. Dax Duffett.
So he'll just come out on through the tunnel. He'll come his way onto the mat and just kind of walking out there. He's not too thrilled about it. You mentioned, though, it is not easy when you're a wrestler. It's
No, like I said, partner, you know, you got to cut weight and train just as hard as you do, and then when you go out there and you don't have a match, it's disappointing.
which can tend to happen, definitely, especially when you get to some of the larger weight classes and the smaller weight classes. You can see that happen from time to time. But Dax Duffett gets the night off tonight, gets the easy arm raise, but not too thrilled about it at 138 pounds. So now on to 144 pounds, Zion Alio for Olathe South and Blake Riedel for Tonganoxie, who put on quite the show the very first duel you and I saw him participate in earlier this year back in December against Bonner Springs High School right here inside of Chieftain Arena.
And Riedel, another name associated with wrestling, is his brother was a 2-time state champion.
Became one of the first state champions in quite some time here at Tonganoxie High School. Broke that streak of how many years it had been since there have been
many years.
that many state
since
place.
the 60s.
Yeah, had many state placers since that time, but nobody able to get over the mountaintop, and it was.
Yeah, in fact, Ross Starcher was the first placer, I think, and he got second.
Yep. Corbin Riedel, brother of Blake Riedel, was the one that ended that one in 2018. And you had Connor Searcy right behind him. And now it seems like every year we're calling about 1 or 2 new state champions or repeating defending state champions.
Yeah, it's just awesome. You know, that's a credit to the Tonganoxie Kids Club, because that's the feeder program for the high school.
And since Coach Delich has come in, too, and the way that he has taken this program, and just being just consistent, basically a 4A powerhouse is what Tonganoxie has looked at.
Oh, yeah.
From a team that always had a couple of good kids in the past, whenever you saw Tongi in your tournament or in your bracket, to now you see Tonganoxie, and I mean, it's just, they're synonymous with 4A wrestling at this point. No score right now. Riedel trying to change that here. He gets 3 right there. Gets the takedown on Alio.
He caught Alio right there and took him right to his back.
He's got some pretty good positioning on that shoulder, too.
Now he's got the hat. That's it right there.
Man, there's nothing much more there you can do if you're a Leo. Once you're in that position, able to slip out for a moment. Riedel
switches to a Turk. That looks like he's pinned right there.
Not yet. Now able to get out of that Turk.
You see how.
So 4 back points awarded.
Yeah, you see how Riedel had that ankle hooked and anchored there. Man, nicely done.
He says, there you go. They get the pinfall there. Blake Riedel, 1 second to spare in the first period.
Nicely done.
Another pinfall for Tonganoxie.
Jacoby White. And from Tonganoxie, Clayton Crocum.
So another matchup coming up here. A good time to remind everybody. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented in part by Crookham Construction, established in 2022, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. Was saving that one. I was waiting for.
It's a nice segue there, partner.
Emmett or Clayton to make their way up. So this is Clayton Crookham, 150-pound for Tonganoxie, and Jacoby White for Olathe South. As Tonganoxie has dominated this duel up to this point. The only win coming from Aiden Pena against Bo Underwood at 126 pounds. He had the starters come out, win their first 2 matches. Tyler Crisp got the pinfall early in his matchup. Silas McCoy, and then got their pinfall as well. Dax Duffy was left open, and we just saw Blake Riedel pick the pinfall up with a second to spare in the first period. So one thing for sure about these Chieftains, they come out, they don't like to waste any time. They want to come out and get it done in the first period.
Yeah, Crookham trying to come out the back way. He's about got him pinned. Whoa.
Nearly did there. White was almost felt both shoulders getting down on the mat, but now he works up the back of Crookham.
Yeah, he was able to get the takedown on Crookham, and now Crookham trying to get out.
Starting to settle back into control.
He's got the cross body ride in there. There you go. Step over, step over.
We get awarded 2 points here. Can't.
3-2 in favor of White. Crookham trying to set something up here. He's got the wing. Now he to the chin drop, and he's going to score some points.
Kind of saw the face grimacing there from White. Off that chin drop. Now we go out of the cylinder. 3 more going to be awarded to Clayton Crookham.
Yeah,
so now it goes 5-3.
Nice recovery by Crookham.
Good response to after going down 3-0 early. 5 unanswered.
Gut wrench.
And time will run out. They get 3 back points. Nick Crookham, so a good 8-0 run for him.
You could technically call that a tilt too, because he used the wing to do it, but same effect.
What's the difference between a gut wrench and a tilt?
Well, in a gut wrench, you do a far wrist and you get a tight waist and you turn them that way. But I saw a couple of the Tongi wrestlers tonight execute it with a tight wing, and that's effective as well.
And you can tell it's a move that is practiced a lot in that
yeah, no question
in
about
that field house. So whatever works, tilt, gut wrench, doesn't matter.
There it is.
As long as it keeps working for him. Now trying to drive it, Crookham. Can he finish it?
He's got it tight now.
Maybe no man's land for White here, trying to get out. If it gets that right shoulder up, now it gets a pinfall, and that was very, very tight by Clayton Crookham. As soon as he kind of got his momentum over, he was able to walk it across.
Nicely done by Clayton there.
A good answer.
And now on the mat at 157 from Olathe South, Hayden Sims.
So at 157, this is Hayden Sims for Olathe South and Austin Hallett. He'll wrestle his second matchup of tonight. 157, this is usually where we would see Brady Martin for the Chieftains, but he's going to be wrestling in the next matchup at 165 pounds against Giovanni Caudill of Olathe South. So another matchup here for Hallett against Sims. We saw Hallett, he wrestled in the JV matchups earlier. He went the distance in that matchup. So let's see how weary his legs are.
Oh, nice Kelly.
Underneath him.
Nice Kelly.
He's looking pretty good out here out of the gate, though. He picks up 3 points right there. And a nice response here by Hallett, having that short-term memory.
Nice.
Rolls again, trying to set him back. And, trying to keep it from coming right on top of him. Hallett able to come through.
Yep.
So 2 more points awarded him. Nicely done there.
Yeah, if he's handling this varsity wrestler like this, I'm wondering why he had a tough time with the JV guy. Well, he must have woke up. He's doing a great job so far on this one.
Up to an early 5-0 advantage as we approaching 45 seconds still to go here in the opening period.
He's got the wing, but he's trying to turn him when he's on his knees, and that's tough. But there he goes.
Wow.
Wow.
Nicely done for Austin Howlett. Gets the
kidding.
pinfall against Hayden Sims.
Wow. What redemption.
Yeah.
Now, this is the match we've been talking about, partner.
Lead us up to it.
Well, we've got the #1 ranked 4A wrestler.
Traditionally at 157 pounds, but wrestling up.
At Brady Martin, and he's moving up to take on the #2 seeded wrestler in 5A in Cadillo.
Yep. Should be a great matchup here, presented in part by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in school or after graduation, KCKCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu.
This should be the match. Should be the match of the night, partner.
Could very well be the match of the night, as Martin will come right out of the gates, gets kind of that single A, rolls into a double A.
Nicely done.
And 3 points awarded here early by Brady Martin, wasting no time.
And those wrestlers that are listening out there, you guys know what it's like to go up a weight class. Those guys feel a whole lot bigger.
Yeah, this is not an easy thing that Brady Martin is doing.
And
picks him up, takes him down.
Takes him off his feet. He's going to let him go now and try and take him down again.
So after all of that, Martin with the lead, 3-1. And this is something, for Brady. Tip the cap to him, too, because we know Coach Delich came up to him during weighouts and he said, hey, Emmett can't go, so we want to bump you up a weight class and wrestle the #2 wrestler in that weight class at 6A. Are you down for it? He said, let's go. He's out there giving it his all right now. 3 points awarded there for Cadillo.
That's gonna give Cadillo a 1 point lead at 4-3.
Martin adjusting the knee pad on his left knee. He'll go down in referee's position, looking to get a quick escape. Ooh, a little bit.
Caution on Cadillo. Brady fighting hands, trying to get to his feet. Brady's fighting hands, trying to get it out of there. Stay out of that wing.
Up to 1 foot, trying to get back to his base. Brady Martin, can he get the
Tripod
hands
up.
off of him? And he does.
That ties it up. Figured this would be a good one.
Mm-hmm. Trade to a couple really good matches so far tonight.
Yeah, no question.
This one just being the latest as we're closed in. Got about 4 more matches after this one before we put a bow on this one. Chieftains been dominant. Only 1 match surrendered to Olathe South. It's a total team score of 45-6. Chieftains in front. 15 seconds to go here in the first period. Tied at 4 between Brady Martin and Giovanni Caldil. Someone going to try to make a late move here. Let's see. I doubt it. Caldil starting to go for that left knee, but horn sounds. First period living up to about what you expected it to be?
Yes, sir. 4-4 tie.
Brady Martin trying to pull off is really a not easy task on very short notice.
No, he's up against a really good wrestler.
#2 wrestler in 165 pounds in 6A. So Martin, even though #1 wrestler in 157 pounds in 4A, but now wrestling up a weight class and against the
fighting the hands.
Very great opponent. Who takes him right back down to the mat. This Caldil against Martin trying to escape out of it. He did for a moment. Back on the attack. And out on the mat we go. So back to the center. 1 point, I believe, awarded to Brady. So that puts him in front, 5-4.
Brady, 5-4. Two good wrestlers out there. Cadillo in on a single.
Gets sprawl out by Martin. He still has a hold of that leg, though. Now into a double A. Caldil driving Martin down to the mat. 3 points awarded and earned by Giovanni Caldil.
That makes it 7-5 in favor of Cadillo.
And Martin a little bit shaken up here, so we're going to have an injury timeout.
He went down to the mat pretty hard.
A little awkwardly, too, being taken down into the mat. Got head athletic trainer Mark Patfield now over there talking. Doesn't appear to be anything too serious. I think there's more, like you mentioned, he did get taken down to the mat pretty hard. They continue to try to check him out
Bouncing
here.
Bouncing up and down on his behind there, I'm not sure.
I don't know if this is something maybe got the wind knocked out of him or I don't
I'm
know.
not sure what they're doing there. Whatever it is, it worked.
Yeah. In head athletic trainer, Hall of Famer for Tonganoxie High School, Mark Patfield of LMH Health, doing whatever he can, taking great care of our student athletes.
Does a great job.
So Martin back out there. 56 seconds to go here in the second period. He's now back behind 2 points. He Caldwell 7-5. Caldwell looking to go back on the attack. Balance for Martin, trying to stay upright. Still has his knee underneath him. Brady back up, got a whistle.
32 seconds to go in the second. See if Brady can get an escape here.
Can really use one here, trying to peel the hands of Caldwell off, and he does. Puts him in his back pocket, 1 point match. 20 seconds and counting. Maybe either wrestle wants to get really aggressive here, get a quick takedown. Martin going for it, not coming up. Ties him up again, short time, and we will head to the third period, a matchup of two of the top wrestlers in the state in their respective weight classes. 1 point difference. Caldwell on top 7-6 against Brady Martin. Martin, the one wrestling up from his weight class, originally 157 pounds, number 1 in 4A. Going against Caldwell, who's number 2 at 165 pounds in 6A.
I think that was smart by Brady to let him up. It's going to be difficult to turn, but hopefully he can take him down. He takes him down, he'll go up by 1.
On the attack, Caldwell not giving him any space. He goes right back at Martin and takes him down. That's a huge 3 points. Now a 5 point advantage for Caldwell as he looks to close this one out over the next minute and a half.
Yeah, Brady's looking a little bit gassed. And wrestling up a weight class will do that to you, partner. Let me tell you.
And wrestling no scrub either. It's another top guy in a weight class above you is no easy task what Brady Martin is trying to pull off tonight.
Yeah, it's the double whammy.
And I'll be curious whenever, I don't know how the KWCA, when they're looking at these individual rankings, top 5 wrestlers in weight classes, of who moves up and down or indifferent. But here's Martin not showing any sign of give up. He earned some points there. So it's still within reach as we close in on the final minute.
He's going to have to try and turn him, though. He's awful high with nothing anchored. He's kind of in trouble now.
Nothing you don't see all too often from Brady. 50 seconds now.
He's got the whizzer in, but he's in a precarious position now.
Caldwell putting Martin's forehead back onto the mat, trying to come out of it, and he does. So 2 points awarded there. Giovanni Caldwell starting to get back in control. Advantage back up to 5. And with under 30 seconds here, just trying to grind down on Brady Martin. We mentioned had looking a little bit gassed here tonight, wrestling up the weight class. Also had the injury timeout. He is still out there giving it his all, trying to finish strong. So hopefully for the KWCA, when they adjust these rankings and stuff, I hope they kind of take a look at Brady Martin of the matchup that he was up against, kind of wrestling up the weight class, short minutes notice.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to.
Top wrestler at 165 pounds in 6A. So Martin's walking off the mat, frustrated, not getting the win there, but still kudos to him. That was a great matchup, again, one that you were really looking forward to, and it goes to the way of Olathe South. Now we move along to 175 pounds. Addison White for Olathe South and Tyson King for Tonganoxie is, I believe, 175-pound weight class. This is what we were talking about a little bit earlier on. Cale Dye, he had that first meet here, the first duel of the season at home against Bonner Springs, ended up tearing his meniscus, or is a MC, what they say, MCL?
MCL.
Meniscus,
I think
MCL.
I said meniscus, MCL.
Yep. Glad to see Cale is recovering okay. It's unfortunate missing the senior wrestling season, but an opportunity for Tyson King trying to fill in this spot.
Big shoes to fill.
Yes, very big shoes. A 3 points going to be given here. Addison White getting the advantage early on King. We got 3 matchups coming up after this one. Cap it off, 285-pound weight class. Gavin Rhodes versus Matt Gray, 215 pounds before that. Jackson Dominic, Noah Crossman, and 190 pounds after this. Cohen Newton and Nico Barona. Appreciate everyone who's been joining us along tonight. Some Thursday night Chieftain Wrestling on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Falk alongside Dennis Drennan will be back here inside Chieftain Arena tomorrow night. We'll be back with more basketball action as the Chieftains host the Golden Bears from Kansas City Turner. Been a busy week or so here. The Tonganoxie Invitational Basketball Tournament wrapping up last week, this past Saturday even. Now we got wrestling here tonight, basketball again tomorrow. Got 4 more points awarded here to White. 7-0 advantage as he closes out the first period.
Well, Tonganoxie has this duel locked up at 45-9 with only 2 matches remaining.
Right. Tell me, it was that quick start that came out. 3 of the 4 first matches going the way of Tongi, and then the only other one that Olathe South has been able to pick up was that one with Caudill against Brady Martin. Able to get the win. Outside of that, it has been dominated by the Chieftains. I look forward to the last matchup at 285, Gavin Rhodes and Matt Gray. Gavin Rhodes, another guy we haven't seen wrestle all too often. We saw him a little bit of regionals last year.
Right.
Didn't see him in the duel against Bonner Springs. We're going to see him tonight. Wrestle Matt Gray of Olathe South. Talk about Gavin Rhodes. Talk about a guy that just has a lot of enthusiasm with him everywhere he goes. Always bringing the energy.
Yeah, loved watching him on the football field too.
Looking like a kid in a candy shop when he recovered that fumble in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So we could say he did score a touchdown. They gave him a touchdown for that.
Yep.
It was technically, I think they granted him like a 2-yard rushing touchdown is what I think it was that they put it in.
Well, that's good. Well, he didn't have to run 98 yards for it.
He didn't.
He might not have made it. Good for Gavin.
Good answer here, Tyson King.
Yeah, he caught him in the head and arm. He wants to win this. He needs to finish it. Needs to lift the arm. There you go.
And he get the shoulder down. Tyson King trying to score the pinfall. This would be a huge comeback.
Looks like
and a big upset. Tyson King.
He looks pinned to me.
Under 10 seconds, and Tyson King able to close it out. Oh my goodness. Addison White had this thing locked up. 2 points away from a tech fall. And now, see the head coach for Olathe South. He's talking with the official.
About the clock, I think.
Or I think he's trying to argue that 15 was awarded.
Oh, before the. That could be.
I think they're going to say tech fall here.
Yep. Although, yeah, nice job by White.
Oh, man.
I mean, yeah, by King. Well, that was gutsy.
That was gutsy nonetheless. Tyson King and able to battle back, got the shoulders down, but they said that that 2 points were awarded right before then. Which you'll have to walk me through that part. Where would those 2 points have come from there?
Well, the 2 points came from the near fall before
Tyson
was able to catch him. Yeah. So good catch by the Olathe South coach.
Good effort nonetheless from Tyson King. So now we go to 190 pounds. Cohen Newton for Tongi and Nico Barahona for Olathe South. 190-pound matchup.
Tying up the head. Need to work something off of that, though. Going to do it.
The Chieftains have this duel already locked up.
He caught him. Oh. Well, you almost had him.
So battles it to a draw between Newton and Barona. Chieftains have already locked this duel up. The score now stands 45-14 to the team scores, with only 2 matchups remaining after this one. Newton still driving. Keeping the hips back, trying to move over to the backside. Newton catches him.
Needs to move his knees and face him. Yeah, you got it.
Behind. Nicely done. Cohen Newton picks up 3 points there.
Looks like he's got the wing. You got to get that wrist, though. I'm not sure what he's got, but he's got him on his back.
No, he's got the pinfall. That's what he's got. Cohen Newton picks it up over Nico Barona. 28 seconds to spare in the first period. We continue to breeze through this duel.
Yeah, nicely done by Newton.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you say, I don't know what kind of hold he has on there. You are the encyclopedia of wrestling in my mind, and the fact that you couldn't call it out there, that's
couldn't
crazy.
see it close enough, partner.
He's got the pinfall, though. That's one thing we knew on that. Second and final matchup of the night, Jackson Dominic for Tonganoxie at 215 pounds against Noah Crossman of Olathe South. Jackson Dominic rocking the mullet. Love to see it here in 2025. Looking to pick up a win here against Noah Crossman. 51-14 team scores now as Crossman gets the double leg. And quickly back up to the feet, but boy, still going to be a war. These are big boys clopping down on the mat right now.
Yeah, this is big boy wrestling here.
So credit to Dominic on that initial double leg takedown. Able to get out of it, tried to get back to his feet, but Crossman picks him up, takes him right back down for the 3-0 advantage. Crossman is up on the back right now. Jackson Dominic trying to get out of it. And for some window of opening, point of contact broken with the cylinder, bring it back to the center.
See if Dominic can get to his feet and get out of here. No, let him have that arm. Yeah, he got it away. Don't give him that. Jackson trying to tripod up, but not having any much luck. Get to his knees. I see. No, he's over on his hip now. You got to get off your hip. Same time, Coach Dell is yelling, "Get off your hip."
It's like Coach Delich can see things coming before they actually happen.
Uh-oh.
Dominic still trying to fight. Just him and Crossman going round and around, able to get up on his feet. 1 point awarded to Jackson Dominic.
If he can take him down, he'll take a 1 point lead.
Short time, 5 seconds.
Shaping up to be a good one.
It could be.
Jackson's going to take down. I think that's wise, being behind by 2. 2 point reversal can get him tied. Had better luck getting to his feet, though, that last escape. There you go. Fight the hands.
Crossman just slinging right back down. Back
Crossman
up.
did a nice job.
Not giving up. Sit out from Dominic, but Crossman following right behind him.
Sit out, turn in, followed nicely by Crossman.
Just about for everything that Jackson Dominic has been able to try to work up, Crossman's had an answer for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right near the edge of the cylinder, still going. Good position here for Dominic.
He's going to give him 1. Yep, there we go.
So now it'll be 3-2 as we bring him back to the center.
Jackson needs to take him down here.
Looking to make a move on Crossman is Dominic. Goes for it there. Good sprawl out from Crossman. Trying to work around to the back. Dominic spinning with him.
You got to get deeper on that shot if you're Jackson.
Just got to try to grab onto at least one of those legs, try to really make him work for it. So 6-2. Crossman back, building up his lead.
.30 seconds to go. He's going to get another escape.
Chance to tie with a takedown. Under 25 to go in the second period. Tying up between these two. Dominic shoves him back a little bit. Looking to reset. Crossman keeping his space. Dominic.
Yeah, Crossman does not want to.
Good throw. Crossman throwing him down to the mat.
I saw that.
Short
coming.
time, though. That will do it.
Yeah, they were both trying to set up a throw, and Crossman got his hips into it first. Nicely done by Crossman there. That makes it a 10-point lead.
Was able to bring Dominic in, get the hips into it. Was Crossman. Nicely well executed throw by Noah Crossman, the 215-pound wrestler.
That was a 7-point move, partner.
It was. Oh, in the span, I mean, there was about 8 seconds left when he started initiating that throw to close out the second period. Now down 10, match not over yet. We nearly saw Tyson King pull off a come from behind pinfall win after being down 10-plus points.
Well, almost.
I said almost. Yep.
Yeah.
Almost. Nearly did it. Nearly did it.
And that's what Jackson's going to need here if he's going to if he's going to be victorious here. He's going to have to pin him. Not enough time. Trying to set up that. Yeah, you got it.
Coming up short time. Minute 15 coming up.
Just not getting deep enough on those shots.
Still staying close. Dominic on top of Crossman, trying to throw him down. Good job. Good balance from Crossman.
Yeah, I like the plan here. If he can set up a throw to his back, that's his only hope. So Dominic trying to do that. You got it. Crossman just backing out of there. He didn't want any part of that. He's content to let the clock run.
Yep, just trying to defend this. Ladies up 11, doesn't want to do anything too risky, put himself in a very compromisable position. Well, let's see, maybe if Dominic was able to roll out on top of that one, maybe, but 3 more will be given to Crossman.
Yeah, short time.
Is 1 point away from a tech fall, and that will do it in this one. Final horn sounds, third and final period. Another match going to the way of Olathe South. Noah Crossman victorious over Jackson Dominic in our matchup at 215 pounds. You thought that was big boy wrestling? Here we go here. Last matchup of the night, 285 pounds. Gavin Rhodes against Matt Gray. Now, with how much wrestling you and I have watched, I have learned that these matchups like this, I could go one of 2 ways. One, you really get guys that want to go out there and attack. Or 2, you kind of get them where they're both just trying to avoid, and they're both scared, is what you like to say. But I think this one with Gavin Rhodes and Matt Gray, I think we're going to see 2 guys that want to go out there and attack.
Yeah, you don't see Gavin being too passive on anything that I've seen him do so far.
Oh, no.
Now, there's a nice bear hug by Gavin.
Driving him back. Gray able to sling him down to the mat, but they go out of the circle. So let's go back to the center. So there we go. Not even 9 seconds we got to wait. Gavin initiated a nice bear hug. Matt Gray, a good job throwing him down to the mat. No points awarded yet.
Yeah, those throws are all about getting your hips aligned and getting them set, because that's where the power comes from on those throws, is through your hips. Gavin trying to set up a throw. Like to see Gavin reach down. Oh,
there he goes again. So Gray, this time successfully, gets Gavin down to the mat. Trying to get off his back is Gavin. Gray trying to close it out.
Well, if you have that much weight on top of you, that's tough.
It is very, very tough. It is. Gavin still fighting hard.
Yeah, he's
trying to get over to his side and onto his belly.
Yeah, he's got a long time to go, too. This is tough.
Yeah, just now under a minute. Gray trying to do everything he can to drop that right shoulder down onto the mat. Officials right there on top of it, and there's the pinfall.
Gavin gave it all.
It wasn't scared at all.
Wasn't.
So that's how we wrap it up
fear.
here. So Olathe South, they take the final 2 matches in this duel, but Tonganoxie will take the duel in itself. 51-24, the team totals in this one. Chieftains victorious. So we'll move along over here into the Brothers Market post-match show, post-game show, whatever you want to call it. Check out their weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com, where they treat you like family. Pretty exciting matchups here tonight. But it's the Chieftains that get the better of the Olathe South Falcons, coming down from 6A, as that closes out the final home duel of the season. We celebrated senior night tonight. I'll tell you, we'll step aside here just for a few moments, give some more love to our sponsors. We'll be back, wrap up this broadcast, announce our Midwest Carpet Center wrestler of the match, wrestler of the duel. Player of the game is what we usually call it, but wrestler of the duel. And then we will get you set for tomorrow night's matchup with Tonganoxie and Turner in basketball, coming up here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West Campus or go to tongirec.org.
Matter Brothers Market post-game show. Wrapping up the action tonight here. Our duel, Tonganoxie against Olathe South. Chieftains get the victory over the Falcons. It's now time to announce our Midwest Carpet Center player wrestler of the duel. Let's call it. It's so hard to shake out of my system.
Yeah, no question.
Our wrestler of the duel tonight presented by Midwest Carpet Center. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie or visit our website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more. And despite him, it will go down as a loss on the record. Brady Martin tonight is your Midwest Carpet Center wrestler of the duel.
Yeah, and I kind of want to explain my choice here. You know, both starchers, Riedel, Tyler Crisp, they all look magnificent tonight. Silas McCoy, he looked great.
Clayton Crookham had a great match too.
Yes, you know, hats off to all you guys. You did a great job. And the reason I'm doing that is because Brady Martin saw a ranked wrestler. He was a weight class ahead of him, and steel sharpens steel, partner.
Yeah.
And
iron sharpens iron. Yep.
And he wanted to match wits with him. You get better when you wrestle wrestlers like that. Yep. You don't get any better when you just go out there and pin somebody in 10 seconds. So, you know, my hat's off to Brady. I know it's a loss, but you know he's a senior, and I'm sure he's a captain on this team. So my hat's off to Brady for doing what he did.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And this is easily something that when Coach came up to him, or maybe Coach didn't necessarily give him the option, because we know Delich, he's one of those guys too. If he sees something for the better of his wrestlers, and he's going to do it for him. But, you know, that's not an easy task. Again, we were coming in, anticipated that it was supposed to be Emmett Crookham versus Giovanni Caudill, and then Brady Martin was supposed to wrestle Hayden Sims at 157. But instead, you know, we come into weigh-ins. We're not saying that, you know, we don't know why Emmett couldn't go. We were just told by Coach Delich that he wasn't going to be able to go, so they moved Brady Martin up. That's not easy to come in on short notice and to do, especially when you're wrestling the number 2 wrestler in 165 pounds, 8 pounds heavier than in the weight class that you wrestle in traditionally in 4A, where you're the number 1 wrestler in the class.
Yeah, it's 8 pounds, partner, but it's really more than that because these kids are
cutting
some weight. So Brady was giving up more than that. You could tell the size difference out there when they were wrestling, and it took its toll on his gas. So
no doubt.
Yeah, my hat's off to him tonight, to Martin, because it's a tough thing to do. Any wrestler that's tried to wrestle up, especially against a ranked wrestler in a bigger school, man, hats off to you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, again, kudos to Brady Martin and to everybody. Again, the starters, Tyler Crisp, Underwood, Silas McCoy, Dax Duffett, even though his match was left open tonight. Clayton Crookham, Tyson King, Cohen Newton, Jackson Dominic, and Gavin Rhodes. Kudos to all you guys.
Yeah.
Austin Howlett, too, pulling double duty tonight. Going to distance in the JV matchup, gets the loss there, but then he comes out and he scores the pinfall victory against Hayden Sims at the varsity level. So, good job to him as well.
Yeah, no question.
Stepping up with Brady Martin going up a weight class.
Well, the thing I'd like to finish with, partner, is you know, we talk about Coach Delich, and I've had a lot of wrestling years experience, as you know, and I know what fundamentals are, and this Tonganoxie team is as fundamentally sound as any I've ever seen. So hats off to Coach Delich for that. He's got this team rolling.
Yeah, he's got them like a well-oiled machine right now. Again, it is Tonganoxie. They're the number 4 team in all 4A behind Rose Hill, Abilene, and Paola in that order. So that will do it for us tonight. Again, thank you all for joining along to us. Shout out to Josie Eastus. Gave me the call on Monday morning and said, hey, we've had some parents wanting to call and ask us if we can make Tonganoxie Sports Live there on Thursday. I said, absolutely, let's get it done. So shout out to him for letting us know so we can be here tonight to stream this. We will be back tomorrow night right here. We got another basketball doubleheader against the Golden Bears from KC Turner. That will start at 6 o'clock with the girls varsity matchup. Boys varsity game will start around 7:30, 7:45 or so, as we will cap off another week here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Closing the books on January. We're going to get rolling into February here before long. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk saying so long. We'll see you next time here on your home of the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.